Did DICE just save the Battlefield franchise? I mean, I would have to say yes, because that trailer and reveal was pretty hype. I mean, they brought back the classic class system that was removed for whatever reason in 2042. Hey yo, what that support doing? They have this cool new point system when it comes to customization, making it so then every attachment has a certain value up to 100 to max out your kitted out weapon, which is a really cool idea. Honestly, kind of a play off of the Pick 10 system from Black Ops 2 back in the day, but kind of like a little bit more customizable. Battlefield 6 is also gaining a campaign, which 2042 seemed to think was not as important as it should have been. And one of the signature parts of Battlefield as a franchise as a whole that was completely missing in 2042 is back more than ever in Battlefield 6. When I saw the Heavy bring out the sledgehammer, I'm like, oh my god, it's the finals. One of my favorite thing to do in that mode is just to break stuff with the hammer. And yeah, you can do that in Battlefield. Not only did they bring it back, they enhanced it and made it even the best type of destruction we've ever seen in the franchise. And all of this to the tune of Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. And as a millennial, I'm just like, you're speaking to my heart. And they absolutely didn't need to do this, but they did it anyways, and they brought Portal back in Battlefield 6, but not only did they bring it back, it's now a full-fledged map editor. I mean, they put Speed Halo into the trailer for Battlefield 6. They put Halo into Battlefield. What's the one thing people continually keep saying about Battlefield, even before they saw this reveal, and I was agreeing with them, was the no pre-orders. Because Battlefield games have been known to be releasing not the best states possible. I mean, how can you fly a jet at full speed into a building and just bounce right off? No problem. Just no collision damage whatsoever. But this isn't just a 2042 problem. This has been a problem that's been going on since really the release of Battlefield 4, where the game releases and what's there is good, but it's hard to enjoy it because of all the bugs, glitches, the netcode issues. Generally, it takes about a year for a Battlefield game to be enjoyable, and once it is that good state, the player base is already left and you're left with only your hardcore players. But that's where Battlefield 6 really separates itself from the crowd, because the big difference with the reveal of Battlefield 6 is that we just saw people playing the game. Unless this is like the biggest smoke and mirror rug pull we'll ever see in gaming history, or at least one of the biggest, with if the game releases and it's buggy and broken. But we saw people jump in, playing multiple modes, multiple maps, and it just worked. It played well. The performance looked good. Everyone who has had a chance to play the game has stated that they've had a good experience while playing the game. It hasn't been marred with issues like we usually have with the release of a Battlefield game. So I'm not saying you should pre-order, but if there's any kind of benefits to it, say you're playing early, it might get my money. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. I'm sorry. Of course, if you want to make up your own decision about how well it plays, you can check out the beta, which I posted here on my post channel here. You can see different stuff about what we're doing on the channel, but you can see that we have a play day through August 7th and 8th. That's where if you'll be able to play, if you're already signed up for Battlefield Labs and didn't get in, such as myself, you'll get a chance to actually play. Then weekend 1, you have August 9th and 10th, and weekend 2, 14th and 17th to get a chance to play. No pre-orders or anything that needed, just an open beta for people to play, which is going to be the great test to see how well this game actually plays out and how broken things are. And one of the most important things we have to test out with this beta is the new thing they're doing with weapons, is that they're letting people use whatever weapons they want with any class, getting flashback horror feelings of 2042 once again, of not learning their lesson. People like the class system because it removes the meta of the game so you can try out new weapons, different play styles. That's what's so important about the class system in Battlefield. But it seems like we're going to be trying out both the classic and the new modern version, because after hearing the backlash that they got for the leaks from Battlefield Labs, which is kind of wild how many leaks have been happening, they came out with this saying open weapons versus closed weapons. Why not both? Starting the open beta, players can choose official playlists with signature weapons locked to classes or not. The big thing that they also are incentivizing people within this new system, that if you're an engineer and you use an SMG, you get like perks like better hip fire and stuff like that. Or if you're using recon and you use a sniper rifle, you get like less idle sway and probably hold your breath longer and things like that. So meta perks that were like, if you're looking to optimize your play style, that's the way to do it. So the big thing is going to be, are these extra little perks you get for optimizing your loadout going to be significant enough to make it so you change your gameplay style in some kind of way? I'm feeling that's going to be kind of similar to maybe like how Battlefield 4 perks were, where they helped, but they didn't really change the battlefield or drastically change how you played the game. It just gave you a little extra bonus here and there, and I'm assuming we're going to get the similar type of thing. And talking about perks as well, we are actually getting a perk system in the classes for this game, but it's much more kind of like a unlocked tier system while you're playing the game, and you do have kind of like a pseudo ultimate ability. But again, it doesn't really seem like it's something that's going to be drastically like gameplay changing. We're not talking about like supers from Destiny or anything like that. But I think there's going to be like nice little perks that you can activate at certain moments in the game to kind of give you this like a little edge or a little boost while playing. Again, we'll have to see how it plays out within the beta to see how effective these little ultimate perks or perk tiers that you unlock throughout the game actually play out. If it's going to be sounds kind of similar to like a combination of like saying like Battlefield 4 perks and also the perk system that we've had traditionally through like other Battlefield games, and even kind of a little bit of a super ability, which is always kind of a fun little bonus that you have while playing the game. And even content creators have been saying this as well, that they, even though they had 4 hours to get a chance to play this game, they say they still haven't had their full opinion made because it's such a large game. And they're only playing the multiplayer segment of it. We're not even talking about Portal or campaign as well. So anything like balancing issues or anything like that hasn't really been found out quite yet. I did see a lot of people utilizing that shotgun secondary. We'll see if that's an overpowered setup, as the assault class can use 2 primary weapons. Of course, my biggest issue is still, does the game work? Does it look nice? Does it function well? And I have to say, yes. But what's really going to save Battlefield 6 is the release. It's the money, it's the income, it's the financial, return on investment, if you will. Because EA is saying that they want to hit an ambitious goal of 100 million player goal with Battlefield 6, as the development costs around $400 million. That's, like, you're saying you want basically almost a third of the United States to play Battlefield 6. Now, obviously, that there's a strong audience of Battlefield players in Europe as well, so can that be potentially possible to reach 100 million players? I don't think we quite know about exactly what the time frame is either. That's just like a number that was thrown out there. I'm assuming this is probably within the first year of the game they are expecting to hit that kind of number, which even then is a pretty lofty goal. But I do think it's possible. Hear me out, because besides your typical Fortnite or Roblox and all those popular games, GTA 5, it's still popular out there. What is the actual competition out there? Call of Duty? I mean, people are not excited about Black Ops 6 one bit. The COD community is completely burnt out on Call of Duty, and seeing another Black Ops game when Black Ops 6 had a good strong start, but kind of withered out over the time, that I think a lot of Call of Duty players are now looking at Battlefield going, how about that Battlefield? So with Call of Duty interest pretty much at an all-time low, like I don't see any way Black Ops 7 could be exciting for anybody out there to play right now. Even if it is like a good campaign, no one's really going to care about the multiplayer. The Warzone experience is still going to be Warzone. While Battlefield's looking to bring back the vibes you had back in Battlefield 3 and 4, the peak Battlefield in my opinion as well, but not only bring it back, but expand upon it and make it even bigger and crazier than it was previously. So is Battlefield back? I don't want to say yes quite yet, but all signs are pointing yes.